have more work-life balance. It's a healthier household. So the household is healthier. Now the whole country, the nation is healthier. I want to
Yeah, just woke up.
cover this story right here because it's been playing in the background for a while. It
Go ahead.
says, caught on tape, Daily Mail. A lawyer was caught on video pulling a gun on his ex-girlfriend at a Texas bar and allegedly fired 3 shots before customers pinned him down. Gavin Rush, 41, was then released just 2 days later on a $40,000 bond, despite facing a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon involving family violence. Rush, who, according to his LinkedIn page, works on sexual assault, embryo destruction, and fertility center misconduct. Complex, oh, sorry, complex commercial litigation, civil rights actions, FINRA arbitrations, and financial services. Disputes only had to post 10% of that, or 4,000. The low bond was set despite Rush having been previously charged in 2017 with assault family violence against a different woman, though the case was eventually dismissed. The incident took place around 11:30 a.m. Saturday, November 26, at the Anderson Mill pub in Austin. Rush's ex-girlfriend, who has not been identified, works at the bar, and he went there to confront her, as she was apparently not speaking to him.
That's close to home, man.
Yeah, so you could see the video. I don't know if you guys are driving, but the guys, like he was talking, it looks like the guys that were sitting next to him was already kind of on alert and looking for him to do something because they jumped on him real quickly. He got off a couple of shots though. It looked like he was finna try to kill his ex girlfriend right there at the bar.
Bro, I know that mental health is like a big deal these days, but I'm just like, bro, like how off balance could a person be? Like, cause I mean, me going to the range, me seeing like how much power this little thing puts out, and you can, like I mean, the damage that you can give with a gun, like what really happened in this relationship that made him really just like shit. He ready to like
He's got to be crazy. He's got to be not mentally right because they said he, had problems with his ex. So he's not the person that you want to date, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
she probably didn't do nothing but realize he was
But
crazy and break up with him.
see, but that's the thing. Like I find that more people, because guys, women, like when you try to be the controlling factor, like when you think that what you say matters more than what the person, like, because I mean, I think that there has to be, you know, a a barrier. Like it's like, okay, look, when certain things are not like looking the way you expect them to look, you gotta be willing to say, all right, you know what, we ain't meant to be together. Instead of trying to change somebody or trying to force a certain way on people, like, because that's to me, I feel like, and maybe I'm making an assumption, but you know he wants to have some control over this woman, her to do what she's saying, and he's upset that she's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Let me read
it's
some comments. It says, sadly, next time he'll kill her. Another comment, it says, why are the DAs and judges still letting fools out so quick? So many have already gotten out and ended up killing someone. Shaking my head. Another comment, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Shaking my head. Undercharged. That's attempted murder, but it's their system. I agree. That's all the way attempted murder. I don't know how he didn't get attempted murder charge, and that's the same reason why his bond was so low because that soft ass charge that they giving him. I don't
hmm
know. Maybe they gave him the soft charge because it'll be harder to beat it to make sure that they get him. But it ain't gonna matter if he's running around in the streets and go. He probably looking for her right now. I hope she got a safe house.
but I mean, attempted murder is not gonna really make it any more difficult. I mean, he didn't kill her, and that's where it's gonna end up being like, especially if he gets a good lawyer, like I mean, it wouldn't be no different from attempted manslaughter. Like they're just like
Yeah, well,
if
he's a
he
lawyer. That's what they were saying at the beginning. He's a lawyer. So that's probably another reason why he got that low bond. Because, like I say, freaking, how can you say that that's not attempted murder? Like he aimed the gun at her and let off shots. Like I think, and then you got it on video.
was, and for me, I'm like, my boss, like, I'm like, look, this dude is fucking nuts. Like, I mean, because to me, it's just like, okay, she had to have sensed it. Like, she know what the hell's going on between them two, and he just comes up there and sit, even no matter how regular he might have been, it's like, look, I don't feel comfortable with this, with him sitting here the way he is. Like,
I'm
I need to
sure
get
that
this.
they had a conversation like that because she already was dodging the guy. So he he showed up at her work. This is where she works. He showed up at her job.
Well, and
So
and and of course, him being a lawyer, because I mean, a lot of times, like people think their jobs make you better than anybody. Like him being a lawyer, her being a waitress, she's scum compared to him. And if she's telling him, "I don't want anything to do with you," that right there alone probably pushed him to, it's like, how could you tell me, or how can you, like I don't know, like bro, like we got a bunch of dudes that's just really weak, what I'm saying, mentally weak, and like I don't think that he should, people should really be looking at it that way, because that woman probably added way more to his life than and that's probably what he realized, that she did add more, and that's why he's angry that she's, even her being a waitress, that she's not, just kissing his ass.
I think he was just crazy. I think you have a lot of these people out here, and it don't even matter because, like I said earlier in the show, we got a sick ass society. So it don't even matter what her job was, or how good she was, or not
Well,
good to him, or whatever. She
well,
fucking broke up with him, left
I
him,
get
and
it.
this nigga like fuck that. Ain't
I
nobody
get
breaking up
it.
with me.
I get it. But I mean, we're talking about, I'm really just looking at it from on the macro level, to where, what's causing it, because that's really where,
The
I think we need to look more at the
mental
bones.
health, and that's what I'm
Well,
talking about, mental health. And then I'm also talking about self-medicated because that's the name of the show. So this is another way that people, because this guy needs medication. So but then we were talking about self-medicated. Another way to self-medicate yourself is by acting out in violent
well,
outbursts,
I mean, if you think
killing
about,
people.
well,
But
yeah,
I don't like to pull that mental health card with everything, bro.
well,
Too many
that's that.
people get off on bullshit like that, by saying, "Oh, it's mental health." Oh, you have to be
He
crazy to
knew
go
what he
in
was
there. No,
doing.
it's a
He has to be taken
premeditated.
advantage of. I mean, he has to be, held accountable.
He one
But
of them
I'm,
motherfuckers that just got angry because she broke up with his ass and probably dodging him or whatever, what have you, and felt like his shit don't stink, and probably one of them, if I can't have you,
Well,
won't nobody have you. You know
well,
what I'm saying? And
I'm
trying to be
saying,
but
controlling.
look,
You got a lot of men and women like that.
but dudes,
I'm saying
dudes,
that's a symptom of our crazy ass freaking
but
society that we live in.
Man, them
yes,
motherfuckers been
and
like
it
that since
is.
before that.
I know, but still, no. Like you got to realize, like it is mental, like it is a defect. Him had, because regardless of how you look at it, he has some mental issues, and because I mean, if he thinks that somebody doesn't have the right to say no, and that if they tell him no or whatever, whatever's happened, that he has the right to kill her because she's not doing what he thinks, that's a mental issue.
Fucking
But
crazy as fuck.
yeah, crazy as a Bessie bug. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, don't be talking about
but
Bessie.
well, her ass crazy too. But when we were talking at the angle of the self medicating, because a lot of times it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be pharmaceuticals, because we let off different chemicals in our body with the right mindset.
Talk about it.
Democracy Now!